Roblox just released a multi-cursor update, and we'll show you everything that it entails. And by we, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello. You might know me, you might not know me. I'm Sav. I don't know anything about scripting. I'm just here for a good time.
Well, you came to the wrong place because we're just here to learn.
Okay.
Yeah. Press Shift, Alt, and drag. You can select, and you will have multiple cursors. You see, I have multiple cursors on each line, and I can do anything I want with these cursors, like if it were a regular cursor, but there's 4 of them now. This is useful for like if you want to change something, like maybe I don't want to change the transparency. I want to change a different property. I can do Shift, Alt, and drag over all of this, and maybe I want to change the can collide instead. And you see how
That is
fast that
so
was?
cool.
I know, and way easier.
Definitely.
Another thing this update lets us do is highlighting and pressing Shift and then Alt I. What this does, it places cursors at the end of every line. If I go ahead and do that, Shift and then Alt and I, after having selected, it just places the cursors. It started with them on this side, but I pressed the left arrow, so it placed them all over here. And this could be useful, for example, if I want to change things at the end of a line, obviously. Like, maybe I don't like the name Solomon anymore. I can just select it, press Shift, then Alt, then I, and now my cursor's over here. I can name it David or something. You see how fast that was? Another thing, if you have multiple cursors, you can type like you're normally typing like a for loop. Let's say you want to do a for loop equals 0, comma 10, do. And then when you press enter, not only does it auto put the end for both of them, it also indents it for you. It's basically like if you have one cursor, but it's everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's,
that I'm just so amazed by this.
are you serious?
Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I used to use Sublime Text, because you could do all this, you know. I used to use this, but now I don't really need to anymore. It's kind of sad. I used this for years. But anyways, I'm just going to show you some of the more useful shortcuts they added, some of the stuff you can use. If you want to add multiple cursors, right now you're just a loser with just one little cursor. With just one cursor. If you want to add multiple cursors, you can press Alt and then click where you want the cursors to be. I don't know why you want this many cursors right here, but if you want it for some reason, there you go. And you can add it like in multiple lines too. It doesn't matter. You can place this anywhere. I want there, there, there. So that's by pressing Alt and clicking. Let's say you want to add a cursor here and here and here. But wait, actually, I don't want it on line 8 anymore. You can undo the last cursor by pressing Control U. You can also add a cursor above or below whatever line you're working on. If this thing gets out of my way, that'd be nice. My goodness. For example, if I press Control Alt and then the down arrow, it'll add a cursor beneath where I'm at. Pretty cool. And then I can also do Control Alt and up, and it'll place it above where I was. You see that? I added one there. So the last 2 ones, they're the ones I think are the most useful. You can select a phrase, like you can select anything, and then you press Control D, it'll select the next one it finds. And you can keep pressing Control D and it'll keep selecting the ones you find, and then you can change all of these. And if you have something selected and you press Shift, then Alt and L, it'll select all of the appearances of that.
That's cool. That's definitely useful. Like if you're trying to change maybe like the name of a variable, it's in different places.
Yeah, like you're like, why did I even pick this name for a variable? Just highlight it, Alt L, and change them all. And I know I just showed you with the string, but it doesn't have to just be strings. It could be like, maybe you don't want to print all this stuff. Maybe you want to warn all this stuff. You can do it not just for the strings, you can do it for any part of the code. Lickety split, is that what they say?
Yeah, cool cats.
Yeah, the cool cats say it, like me. Are you a cool cat?
Obviously.
Oh, sorry for even asking. The last shortcut, if you press Alt and then L, it'll close your it'll close your I
Was
pressed the
that
wrong.
supposed to happen?
No.
What did you just do?
I it made me like go to the lock screen.